Why is commercial real estate riskier than residential real estate? Peter Abulzolov says, to answer your question, here are 4 reasons why commercial real estate is riskier than residential real estate. 1. Valuing commercial properties is difficult. Residential properties are usually rented out by using rent comparison. The owner compares his property to similar properties that have recently been rented out in the same area. In the case of commercial real estate, it is very difficult to compare 2 properties as there are other important factors that affect the value of these properties. Also, it's not easy to find similar-looking commercial properties that have been rented out recently and are relevant for the same audience. 2. Commercial properties are sensitive to economic conditions. This is a risk because when the market is bad, people renting commercial property may choose to operate from home instead and close their shops. Local economic changes play their part as well. Maybe your location is no longer as desirable as it was. This will cost you not having tenants for a long time. 3. Finding tenants takes longer. Sure, commercial properties can enjoy long-term leases. However, once vacant, it usually takes much longer to find suitable tenants, which has a big effect on the cash flow. The owner is expected to cover all the costs during this period, which can be a huge burden as taxes can be a lot higher compared to residential real estate. 4. Financing a commercial property is difficult. Commercial properties are usually more expensive to purchase. Larger properties can yield a more steady income, but not all banks are willing to give you a loan, and you'll need experience to get that kind of money from a bank. John Tranio says, investing in commercial estate is riskier for 2 reasons: the natural fluctuations of the economy, and the specific nature of your property. The first is simple. Commercial real estate is lent to companies or used for economical activities, and these activities need a healthy economic context to thrive. For example, buying a hotel is a sound investment if you are doing it in a touristic and/or dynamic city like Berlin, where commercial real estate has been a huge hit over the last couple of years. Residential estate is safer in this aspect, as no matter how the economy looks like, people will need a roof above their heads. During periods of recession, you'll have to rent your property for a lower price, but commercial property will remain empty as no companies will open or move to a better location if the times are hard. This sounds pessimistic, but it's just a game with higher stakes. Well-located, good-looking commercial real estate will fetch higher rental prices than a residential property of the same size at the same place. The second is self-explaining. In residential estate, a house is a house, and unless you're looking at specific customers like large families, your property will appeal to everyone looking for something in that surface and price range. However, commercial real estate is not one size fits all. A supermarket cannot accommodate a restaurant, a petrol station will not be appropriate for someone who wants to open a clothing store. Once again, this sounds more pessimistic, but keep in mind that you will face minimal competition compared to residential property owners. Someone looking for a flat to rent in a specific place will have 500 to 2,000 choices on hand, while someone looking for a hotel or a refrigerated warehouse will maybe have 1 or 2 other options. Sam Sador says, it is not inherently riskier. It really depends on location and condition as well as the economy. Downtown Toronto will always have tenants, whereas fringe town plazas may suffer when there are less people shopping for space. Residential is considered safer because at any given time there are way more people looking for a place to live than a business location. Commercial can be riskier because people always need somewhere to live, they don't always have somewhere to work. Thanks for watching our video on, why is commercial real estate riskier than residential real estate?